Hey guys, me Kickassreaction here, and today we are watching episodes 23 to 26 of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. This is the halfway cutoff of Season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and yeah, hope you guys do enjoy. And let's get into this.
I can't believe Jaden is going to be Duel Academy student representative at the school Duel.
Bro, you took a gamble and lost. Get over it.
No.
He's such a fucking child. Like, bro, just get over it. You lost.
Duel Academy, I've got to fly this scoop and quick. Oh, the secret entrance.
What? Secret entrance in a chicken coop?
You're really egging me on. It's over. You belong in a bucket.
Nice. What shady stuff is this island doing now?
I mean, after all,
What?
with what is lurking in this containment vault, he's not going to stand a chance.
How many secrets does this island have?
Meeny, miny, mo.
Just Fusion Gate right there.
If he
Idiot.
stinks, then let him go.
You know my water dragon would be a fine addition to your deck for the school duel.
It doesn't work whatsoever with his deck.
Something strong like A12 Cyber.
How about Death's Koala?
You can use my power bond if you need.
He doesn't have any machine cards.
Some time to think.
How about y'all think about his deck?
We're only trying to help.
What good is Water Dragon and Power Bomb gonna do?
He's representative at the school duel.
At least Koala does some burn damage.
It's going to be a huge disappointment.
More. If I'm ever going to arrange my deck, I need to be alone.
Good call. Let's lose these guys.
Like, bro, why is Alexis on this so much? Because you need to lose a few pounds, mate.
Alone all by yourself.
Yeah, like, bro, get the chance to be alone with Alexis. Like, come on.
I was hoping to find some peace.
Oh
and
my
quiet.
god, what a hobo.
What are you doing up here?
I'm up here to duel you, Jaden.
Who are you?
Genuinely.
Just a dude with a deck. Call me Belowski.
Belowski.
Clouds look like duel monsters if you look really close.
What is it?
Nice Karibo. I hear they like being scratched behind the wings.
Oh, and he can even see spirits too.
You can see him?
I'm not crazy?
Of course I can.
He's really there?
Too, though my Karibo ease is a little rusty. Anyhow, let's duel.
This guy sounds stoned, I can't lie.
Dueling. He must think I'm easy pickings because I'm in red.
Red, blue, yellow, who cares? Those are just symbols the man uses to
This
track
guy
down
sounds
social
so
division.
stoned.
See, it's all a conspiracy of the political industrial complex.
Yeah, sure thing, man.
Market.
You know,
Whatevs.
red,
Just
blue,
throw
yellow,
it
who
out.
cares? Let's just play a card game, innit?
A duel?
A duel?
Oh, Jaden. Once Belowski uses his special
How'd you get up
skill,
there?
He won't be able to compete in the school duel or anywhere else ever again. Good thing I pulled my protective armor out of the closet.
What? What?
Get your game on.
What? What is going on in this one?
Whatever. All right, first
Yeah,
we can
man,
summon
whatever.
Moki in defense, Modi Modi.
Fucking Moki Moki. Get out of here. You are trash.
First I'm summoning Elemental Hero Sparkman in attack mode.
Nice.
Then I'll play the spell card Polymerization. And since Elemental Heroes Avian and Burstinatrix are already in my hand, I can fuse them to create the Elemental
Oh my
Hero
god,
Sparkman.
fusion and a regular monster in one turn.
Wanna duel me
That's one of the
now?
best opening hands Jaden's pulled.
Totally, man. Those monsters look righteous.
Righteous?
Your attack will not stand, man. I've got a trap card.
Yeah, sure
It's called
thing,
Human
man.
Tactics. Wrap your mind around this. At the end of each turn, I can summon a monster that's the same level as the one that's been destroyed.
I know
That
Moki
is
Moki.
level
I don't know the
2.
cards related to
Balance,
Moki
man,
Moki.
the yin and the yang.
Dude. Get fucked, dude.
And now I'll call it a turn, Belowski.
Oh, that was very unchill, dude. But now I can summon Happy Lover thanks to Human Wave Tactics. And since Happy
What
Lover
is this
likes to
guy's
share the
deck?
love, I'll bring back his bud Moki Moki and attack Modi Modi.
What am I watching? Unironically.
He has such a calming presence.
Moki makes
Seeing Alexis act all cute and coy is really adorable, though. I likey. Yeah, just smack that shit away. Moki's reaction too.
Oh, wow. Look at Moki go.
I could just watch him for days.
Yeah, he's the best.
He sure is. Cause since your Sparkman
And
just
they all
destroyed
act
a
stoned
fairy
as well.
type monster, that raises Moki's attack
There's
points
no
to
way the
10.
writers were not high as balls when they made this episode. No way in hell.
Brilliant move.
That Moki is just something else.
This is insanity. I don't even know, like, bro, I feel like I need a joint or something watching this.
Moki.
Wait, did Chumley pass out?
Feeling the moke.
Moke?
The moke's all about harmony, man. And there's more where that came from. I'm playing Mystic Walk.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say on this episode. I really
I
don't.
My energy, but balance, dude.
I feel like I'm
only get
disappointing
life
you
points
guys in my
each
reaction,
monster's
but
attack points I sacrifice.
I don't know what to
So
say.
I'll sacrifice
I am
Moki
speechless.
Moki.
More speechless than I was in the Lolly episode.
Human wave tactics restores balance in my universe.
This guy's deck is nothing but like vanilla shit ass monsters.
You gotta chill out, man.
What?
You're surrounded by this negative energy, dude. You can't bring that to
He
his
did.
world.
Oh my god, Chumley did pass out.
Mantra?
Moki.
His powers! You see, Belowski is a very special duelist. He was left on the Academy's doorstep as a baby and quickly became a master duelist. As a mere child, he rose to the
How
ranks
old
of
is
the
this academy?
Then strange things began to occur.
Oh, you mean the way he talks? Big whoop.
No!
Wow.
I mean how Moki comes alive when he duels with him.
Comes alive?
Powers and all. Powers that lull everyone around him into a lazy daze, like your friends. Soon,
And so they made a special suit to prevent that.
Wonder.
Moki. It's cool, man. It's not like they're in any kind of danger.
Yeah, sure, man. Don't worry. You know, just enjoy the Moki in it.
It's one thing all students feel that way. And that is why
Hell
we
yeah.
had to move Belowski.
So you
Build him a new home, a titanium-encased holographic chamber deep underground.
you imprisoned and isolated him because he made
Build such an ugly
he
one.
made kids
Who
kind of
prepared mandatory
stoned.
restraint habitat?
Sure
Again,
it was.
this island needs to be shut down permanently.
Stranded there, huh?
Nah, man, it's all good.
It's like some low-key virtual world shenanigans again, like Noah.
Take care of, I get to come out, you know. And dude, we have some deep talks too. We're totally unraveling the universe. You should join us.
No thanks. We're good here. Dueling is our thing.
What?
So how about
What?
we get back to it?
What
Hey,
is
that's
happening?
How hero wild
I
heart.
I don't even know what to say.
And now,
I'm rendered
go!
speechless.
Attack!
This episode is actually insane.
Next up, Sparkman.
Genuinely.
Light up his world.
This is the wildest episode ever of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. That was
Throw down a face
pretty
down to end
intense.
my turn.
Pot of greed. It lets me draw 2 more cards.
Yep.
Far out. I got
Plot
Dark Factory
convenience
mass
the card.
production.
That's a big Moki. That's a very big Moki. Why is that so big?
Whoa, that's big.
That's the biggest monster by far in the show.
Moki King.
Might be the biggest monster we've seen in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Actual insane. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh, that came back to bite you. Goodbye, Crowler. Crowler's out. I love that effect. Just knock that shit out.
Oh man, look what you did to my little Mokis.
Bro, you really need to get negate attack.
Because of human wave tactics, I'm allowed to bring another happy
You
lover.
really need to get negate attack.
Cool trap card. It's called Gift of the Mystic Elf. Of course, it's not rap. Still, it's like totally full of good karma. I get 300 life points for each monster out.
Man, he is going hard in this match.
You're not looking too hot. Do you want to take a burrito break or something?
Ooh.
Maybe later.
Wow, man, I gotta say, I'm impressed. How do you keep dueling after all we put you through?
Okay.
Cause I don't give up.
Just how he is.
Especially in a duel this much fun. Cause if he's the only one on my field with summon, I'm allowed to draw 2 more cards.
I
from my
don't
deck.
think Bubbleman has that effect in the actual game. Or at least it's a little more
Just as
restrictive.
long as I cut his attack
I don't think you
points
just
in
summon
half.
him and get to draw 2 cards.
Now let's get to it. Bubble Man, attack Monkey
Because like from what I know, there's very slight alterations to effects in the hero cards. At least the effect monster ones.
Now, Smackdown.
Wait, what?
All right, give him a taste of his own Monkey.
Oh, you flip the cards. That's kind of cool.
This is a bummer, man.
Yeah, man. Beat him with his own card. Let's go. Again, unique victory conditions in Jaden lately. That's actually really cool.
Why didn't you trance out?
Why would I? When I sleep, I dream of dueling.
Oh, I
Fair.
think I get it. You love dueling so much. The more Moki tried to zonk you out, the more revved up you got.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So the others aren't passionate enough about
Hello? I need
dueling.
a nice long nap.
Huh? Is anyone awake? Hello?
Karibo. Karibo is awake.
Oh,
That's
come on.
man, that's the closest Cyrus is ever gonna get to Alexis. I like how they're all using Chumley as like just a rest stand.
I will use your water dragon.
Holy God, what did I even just watch? Who was high when they made this episode? Come on, confess. Who was it? I don't even know what to say about that one, to be honest. Other than, again, like, the Academy is fucked. Like, Duel Academy, like, unironically, Duel Academy is, like, the villain of the show. I feel like when we get to, like, the end, like, Season 4, I don't really count Yu-Gi-Oh! In seasons anymore, but, like, you know, when we get to, like, the end, this Academy needs to be shut down, because this place is not safe, genuinely. They literally isolated, imprisoned a kid, because he had some kind of special ability talent himself, of making kids, you know, just fall asleep. I was actually kind of thinking low-key for a bit we were going to go in, like, the direction of this kid being a spirit, like a dual monster spirit with, like, a weird effect on people. But no, he's just the guy that, like, unlocks the powers of, like, the Moki cards and makes everyone, like, high as balls when he plays. Like, there's literally no other analogy I can even take from that. They are just high as fuck when they play the game. And for some reason, you know, this kid was dropped off on the academy when he was a baby. They raised him instead of putting him in an adoption center. And then they just forgot about him. They just plopped him in an isolated place, literally underneath the chicken shit so he'd never be found, and just left him there until they needed him for a specific purpose. This academy is evil. It's genuinely evil. Holy crap. And yeah, I mean, I guess props for giving, like, some of the most underused cards ever, like, some time to shine, the Moki cards, giving them some weird lore abilities to make them somewhat playable, I guess. It was actually a pretty, you know, it was a pretty fine standard match, I can't lie. I actually did enjoy it, you know, seeing the effects on everyone was kind of funny. Seeing Crowder in his spaceman suit was pretty fucking funny. You know, just everyone kind of acting like, you know, high as hell, especially the more serious characters like Bastion and Alexis acting like that was a pretty unique experience. But in general, I am left very stunned at that episode, I can't lie. I'm not even entirely sure what I'm meant to be saying on it, because honestly, it just felt like an acid trip. You know, I feel like that's an episode you probably love when you're high as balls. You know, I feel like probably someone, you know, since episodes came out 20 years ago, has probably tried watching this when they were high. You know, I know I've been high myself, but if I ever tried it, you know, if I ever tried something, you know, one time, I'll make sure to keep this episode in mind when I try it, and, you know, I'll see if I like it anymore, because it was amusing as hell. But goddamn, what else am I meant to say on that? Oh, this academy is full of tyranny. But yeah, guys, we're gonna make a cut, and when we come back, we'll do episode 24 and 25. I'll see you in a moment. Let's see if we go up from any of that. Yeah. Here we are.
Scrubs.
Here we are.
All their fault.
What the fuck?
Prowler, Bastion, Jaden.
Hey, Chazz, come on, let's go.
So,
Get your game on.
the Chazz is finally
Wipe that
returning.
ugly grin right off your face.
I like how he's still in his school clothes. It's been how many days now?
Good.
What the? What happened here? Holy shit!
I'm not stranded. I'm perfectly fine.
What happened here? How did that
A
happen?
little thirsty, maybe.
You know what I'm thirsty for? Another duel where I beat you.
Dude, what happened to his boat? Is everyone dead? Like, did he just get on this boat on his own? What the hell?
I'll get you.
Dude, how the fuck did that happen? How is he stranded? Jesus Christ! Poor old Chazz. Like, man, he's a dick, but did he deserve that? To be stranded? My hair is insane. That is very concerning. Oh my god, Ojama Yellow. This is where Ojama Yellow comes in.
Good morning.
He hasn't been able to see spirits before this, has he? Is that like an ability you just develop?
I'm the person that saved your life, and for now, that's all you need to know.
Hey, wait a sec. Those are my cards.
Here you are. Whoopsie.
Wow.
You jerk.
That is poetic justice.
Relax.
You did
That's
that to
our
Bastion
order.
and now it's your turn.
Yeah, well, it better. What? This stinks. Huh?
Stop. That is the card that will change your life. Another chance to beat Jaden.
How do you know about him? Tell me.
You talk in your sleep.
Nice.
From what you said, it sounds like this Jaden beat you badly in a
What the
duel.
hell are they?
He was just lucky, that's all.
Lucky.
This episode is
He
so
walked the
insane. Like,
runway.
bro's boat, like, was sinking somehow. Anyone on the boat died,
No one
most
called
likely.
Chazz Princeton a coward.
Talk
And
is
now he's in
cheap,
this
young.
situation.
But I'm rich, and I'll spend
Nice.
whatever it takes to be the best out there.
Precisely what we're going to find
Build a
out.
goat deck
Good
then and
luck,
you're good.
young duelist.
Get a copy of Blackluster Soldier, get a copy of Chaos Sorcerer,
Hold your
you know,
nerves.
get some good effects, Mirror Force, all the good stuff, and you'll be on top. It's that simple.
Not a bad spread. Of course, my pad is bigger. Open up! Let's go! Is there anybody home? Hello?
Oh, they're home. But you'll need 40 cards for them to let you in. I'm afraid that's just the way it works here at North Academy.
North Academy. So this is the school that's Duel Academy's arch rival then.
That's right.
In this
Here,
shithole?
take
What
a
the
seat
hell?
with me, friend. After all,
Harsh climate,
I've
indeed.
been here for a long
Get a
time.
luxury island on Duel Academy,
How
you
it
get
works is there's cards hidden all around
the
in
fucking
glacial crevices on
Antarctic
ice
in North
cliffs.
Academy.
It's kind of a test. Find 40, and they'll let you in.
I'll find my own.
Sure.
Good luck then, young duelist. In this barren wasteland, you'll need it.
So what, they just scattered fucking cards out in the tundra and just were like, yo, go at it. Ring of Destruction, that's a good one.
I can't believe I have to fetch 40 cards just to get North Academy to open their stinking doors.
I can't believe you want
Talk
Slippin'.
about a school that's hard to get into.
For real. That is actually insane. Just a mishmash of random bullshit that doesn't go together at all. And that's all you can build for a deck.
You are back. Did you find them? Did you find 40 cards?
Of course.
Well, congrats then. Guess you'll be moving on to better things. But don't worry about me. I'll be quite all right. Well, until the winter gets here anyway.
The winter?
Oh yes, these are summer months right now. Quite pleasant actually.
Nice.
And the fall's nice too, only about 30 below. After that it tends to get a little bit nippy.
Quit
Wow.
your whining already, would you, Baldy?
Huh?
Baldy.
I
Damn.
didn't find just
They'll be
40
hating the
cards.
forehead.
I found 41. An extra one so you could come in too.
Okay.
I get
That
to
is
enter?
very generous for the character Chazz is right now.
Take your stinking cards. Don't
I'm actually quite surprised, honestly, he would do that.
my hand. I let go.
Nice.
Give me away. We're pals.
I won't let you
You're not.
give me away.
What's going on?
You know, never mind. That was the wrong card. Take this.
Give him limiter removal, because none of the cards I saw were
The
even
name's
remotely
Chazz,
machine
please.
types.
And don't you forget it. Thanks for nothing. I really only found 40 cards. Now I'm one short.
Huh.
I always knew
That's
you were
even
nice,
crazier.
guys.
Why would he do that?
When you do something nice, nice things happen.
Don't know what that card
All right,
is.
open the door. I got your 40 cards.
It's almost
right here.
It's almost like too uncharacteristic for Chazz to be that nice right now.
Hey, Baldy, you okay?
Oh, what happened?
You got the North Academy welcome is what happened.
See, you gotta duel 50 students.
Yeah, you start with the lowest ranked and you work your way up.
When you lose, that's your rank.
Unless you don't lose.
Then you duel me, number 50.
But
Cool.
everybody loses. Like your friend here. He lost the very first match he had.
What do you expect when you made him build a deck of a bunch of random shit?
Chazz Princeton. And soon, your czar will fall. And then the Princeton will rise.
Alright then.
Go, limiter
For a guy that has a
removal.
0 win streak in the entire show, you're pretty
Now,
confident.
dead scissors. Attack with toxic haze. You go bye-bye.
And there you go, he finally won a match. Nice.
All right, my turn now.
Oh, you really don't get a break. You just go round and round. Bro's got that hyper energy.
So what?
Being those amateurs doesn't prove a thing.
You still have to get through the 4 of us.
Only then can you duel the czar.
Jesus Christ, dude. Chazz was an absolute loser before this point.
Out of the rocker.
How is he so OP now? Like, goddamn. He's playing with a deck full of shit.
Yeah, and you're going down. Cause now it's the Tsar against the Princeton, and there ain't no way I'm going to get shoved off my throne by you. Get ready for a battle royale.
Cool.
2 copies of Fiend Sanctuary.
Oh, wow.
Now I get 2 metal theme tokens. But
Nice.
like you, they won't be staying long. I sacrifice them and summon Zoa. Next, I'll
Nice.
use 2 face downs and the end.
Very basic move, but really cool.
Already my side of the field stacked.
The
Oh,
worst
you
draw.
again? Nice to see you too. Need me to fight a monster for you? Let's do it. Whoa, never mind. You know,
Perfect
I
time
think
to
I
use
finally
you.
Found a way to get rid of you. I play Ojama Yellow. No,
Would the spirit disappear if they're in the graveyard?
I'll toss 2
I haven't been
face
keeping
downs
track of
and
that.
end my turn.
But that is a good way of getting rid of it, I guess, if you don't like
Some
it.
garbage is blown onto the field. Oh wait, I'm sorry. That's just your monster. The ferocious Metal Zoa.
Don't do that, dude. Never give up the Metal Morph and a monster for their, like, other card. They're always shit. Metal Morph is infinitely better.
All of the haunted.
Oh, I guess that makes sense
I
then.
can bring back 1 monster from my graveyard, and I'll bring back regular Zoa.
That's pretty good move.
What on earth are you gonna do, Chazz?
Easy. I'm gonna win.
You know, talking to yourself is pretty crazy.
I know, he looks
But if
insane.
you're going to win, even crazier. No
Really
why?
can't blame
'Cause
him.
I just watched you duel 49 times. I know your deck.
And there you go.
He's been taken care of.
That's not good.
The prince's place is at the heel of the Tsar, and that's
Very
just
cool.
where I'm gonna put you.
Yeah, don't bet on it.
So what's the move now,
See, I
Chazzy
was
boy?
waiting for you to attack me, so I could play Inferno Tempest. With this card, when I take 3
Is that the
down
card he
or more
got
points of
before, the
damage,
last card?
all monsters in both our graveyards and decks are taken out of play.
Why would you do that?
Now give the Tsar a king-size clobbering.
And that's GG. 1 hit KO, baby.
Well done.
It's you.
Yes, he
The
does.
guy who rescued me. But how did you get into the school?
Why, you let me in, of course.
Oh my god. Really?
Wait, Now you're the bald guy?
Yeah,
I'm this school's
the
chancellor.
bald guy.
The name's Foster. And the camp outside, that sub out at sea, it was all just to get to you, young duelist.
To me?
Did you also sink his
Because you
boat?
have a gift, Chazz, and I
Because he didn't
sensed
quite
it
go
as
over
soon as
that.
You handled that Ojama yellow card. You see, Chazz, you're now the best duelist at North Academy. That means you will be our representative in the school duel.
So I'm
I
going
like
up
how his
against
glasses
someone
are
from
stuck
Duel
on.
Academy?
That's right. We had chosen Czar at first, but clearly he's not nearly as good as you are. Besides, to tell you the truth, I never really liked him.
Damn.
I don't blame you.
What a
I mean,
prick.
what kind of duelist sits in a rocking chair?
Revenge. That is proper respect, man. There is zero possibility on this earth that North Academy would ever be considered a rival of Duel Academy. Bro, they've got 50 kids in this school. 51 now, technically. But what the actual hell? Alright, so, got the good old Western setting in the, you know, the Arctic, which is pretty funny. But then the Chazz has arrived. That was, pretty crazy, honestly. I feel like we went through a bit of development for Chazz there, like, right off the bat, you know, between him, like, actually giving up one of his cards to get the bald guy in. Foster, I think his name was. To get him in, even though he couldn't get in himself, like, I feel like we're at a point where Chazz isn't quite nice enough to do something like that, you know, where this is meant to be, like, his development, his character arc, we are just starting out on. And we are already at that point. So, I don't know, maybe kind of weird there. Maybe it's meant to show that he hasn't always been a bad guy. But, you know, it was pretty funny to see. The dueling is absurd, you know. Bro picked up 40 random cards and beat the whole school. You know, if that can happen, again, this is not a rival school of Duel Academy. This is like a piece of shit, you know, random little school for people lower than Slifer's, and that's literally all there is to it, you know, like, there's nothing else even remotely close about these guys, so, that is a big no, you know, but either way, this was fun. Like I said, our first episode completely away from Duel Academy, which is really fun, getting to see, you know, Chazz finally gain what he's always wanted, which has been respect, power, and, status, which is cool. You know, in North Academy, he's pretty much got all of that now, which is really fun. And, like I said, it was a bit of a shame that we never really got to see the full extent of Chazz's original deck. You know, it seemed to be like a dark-themed deck with a lot of dark attribute monsters in there, you know, a lot of burn damage. But overall, you know, we only saw him play the game twice with that deck, and once with the machine deck that he played against Jaden with. So, it is unfortunate that, like, the deck that got Chazz into Duel Academy are always being completely lost at this point. I do like the poetic irony, though, that, you know, Foster just tossed his cards in the water and made them unplayable, given what he did to Bastion's deck. It is poetic irony. But, you know, still a little unfortunate, you know, because, like, obviously, decks change in Yu-Gi-Oh! Every now and then, but a complete revamp of a deck from the ground up is something I don't think we've ever seen before in any deck for any character. So it is interesting that we're now going into a completely new playstyle deck moving forward, you know. Like, especially since a lot of his cards from you know, from his deck were like they're signature cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot of them were like the XYZ monsters, you know. He had Dragon Cannon, he had he had Vita Z Dragon Catapult Cannon, you know. He had a lot of like staple cards, you know, some Kyber cards in there, which, you know, unfortunately, I lost now, and he's got a deck of Ojamas, which is pretty funny. Or at least one Ojama so far, but obviously, black and green are going to come up later on. Another character who can see spirit monsters, which is pretty cool. I don't know if every card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a spirit to it, right? Because the spirit realm is a real thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! And presumably every card in the game has a spirit to it. So, I don't know if it's a case of, like, every spirit is in every card, but they kind of choose not to come out. Or if it is an inept skill that certain people have, right? Like, Jaden, like, can Jaden see Karibo because it's a spirit card specifically? Or is it the spirit of when Karibo is choosing to make contact with him, even though like, say, any of his hero cards could do that, right? Like, is that how this works? We know Chumley can also see cards as well, so it might be a case of that just certain cards have certain spirits in them. The spirits choose the cards to inhabit for the players or something. I'm not quite sure how that works. You know, and they haven't really gone into how that actually works, because obviously there are some signatures in there. You know, Kyber has a connection to Blue Eye, so he can kind of see the spirit of Blue Eyes, you know, every now and then. Yugi and Atem have the Dark Magician, which is kind of cool. Joey, unfortunately, has no bond to any spirit monster. He just doesn't have one. And, you know, Jaden here, Jaden, Chumley, and Chazz are the three people that can see spirits in this world, or in this series. So it is very interesting for that. But yeah, now we're hyping up the big matchup between Chazz and Jaden, the big round 2, basically. Obviously, round 2s against players are very, very hype in shows, you know, to see how characters evolve and whatnot. And we're going to get that very soon. I think, next episode is 25, so, we're past 20 episodes now since that original match between the two, so this is going to be pretty fun. But yeah, guys, I'm going to do my cut. And when I do come back, we'll do the match in 2 episodes. This goes to 26. You know, it's a big matchup. I gotta assume it's a 2-parter. So guys, I'll see you in a second. Oh wow. Oh, how edgy. How edgy.
I present to you our school's new top duelist.
Yep. There's the brown coat. There is the brown coat. I know Chazz for the brown. It was so weird seeing him in blue. And there's the catchphrase! Oh my god! Chazz it up! Chazz it up! Oh my god. So now, finally, the iconic, like, I guess just North Academy, blazer is here now. Because, yeah, seeing him in blue just feels very weird, you know? Because I mostly remember Chazz as being in brown, and, you know, it was kind of surreal. But we're here, baby. We are here. And as usual, he starts with Avion. I swear bro's got some weird sexual fascination with that card. Like I said, personally for me, if I had a dual disc, I'd be playing Dark Magician Go a lot. And I'm sure you guys know why. But, you know, the elemental heroes are fine too. Cool shot of Sparkman's ass.
For me? What for?
Jaden, so you're Duel Academy's phenom.
Phenom? That's the coolest thing I've ever been called. What's it mean?
It means be quiet.
So come on, come on.
No, it doesn't. What? That makes no sense in what he just said.
Slacker. Huh? Who just said that?
So your Duel Academy's be quiet? What?
Whoa, hold on.
No.
Am I seeing things or is that Chazz?
You got that right.
Well, why are you here?
For the duel.
I think it's sold out.
I'm in it.
Like as a ref?
I'm dueling you.
You mean it's you?
He got there.
Academy's duel rep?
Took him long enough, but he got
Since
there.
I stopped getting the respect I deserved here.
That's right.
You kept losing.
Now it's payback.
Oh, great. Now what?
What the hell? Is the news here?
What's going on, little brother? Mind if we drop
The bros.
Hey, Jagger.
That's it. Beautiful. Just act natural.
And they're making this an actual big thing. I'm sure they have all the necessary rights to do this.
What's going on here?
What's going on? I think you mean when are you going on? And the answer is prime time, baby. This school duel's gonna be broadcast worldwide.
Did they agree to this?
No way.
I'm betting not.
TV? My face beamed across the world? In full color? In full stereo?
You set it
But
up,
not
didn't
in
you?
HD,
Broadcast.
because this is early
Well, of
2000s.
course we did.
World domination is ours for the taking if we all do our part, Chazz.
World domination.
Now it's
They're
your turn,
after
bro.
fucking
To
world
conquer the world of
domination.
duel monsters, to be the best, and to not give up. Did you? You can still show that we're supreme. That's right. And the dueling cards in this briefcase are gonna help you do just that. They're the most expensive out there, so you have no excuse to lose.
They really think
Don't let us
expensive
down,
means
Chazz.
good.
Don't let the Princeton name
There's a lot of
down.
shitty
It's
cards
all
in the
on
anime
you.
that's actually rare.
Now go and win.
man, if I'd known I was gonna be on TV, I would have combed my hair. I might have even washed it. I probably would have even showered.
Man up, Chazz!
God, he is such a fucking slob.
Same bet as usual, right, Shepard? You do remember.
Y'all are betting?
Absolutely. After all, old friend, it's what makes this all worthwhile.
They're betting on this?
All right, Jaden.
Welcome to the school duel.
And now, let this year's competition finally begin!
Dr.
Nice.
Prowler, introduce the duelists.
Introducing Jaden Yuki!
He actually introduced him properly!
Oh, yes, Yuki!
Let's go! He actually said his name!
And his opponent...
Big change from Bastion.
I'll introduce myself, you scrub.
I beg your pardon!
Damn!
Don't have PhDs in dueling!
Damn!
Although knot tying might have been a better major. Or rather, untying!
Honestly, you deserve that. I'm not gonna lie, Crowler.
Maybe you ought to go cordless next time.
Yeah. He never even uses a mic.
It's Chazz Princeton's turn now.
Chazz it up!
Say it again.
Chazz it up! Chazz it up! Chazz it up! Love it.
Wow, it's almost like they really like Chazz.
Respect. That's what he got here, respect. Last time was a pretty quick match, so let's see what we get this time. It is technically round 3 after all.
For my first move, I'm going to summon a monster with some fight. Rise, Masked Dragon!
I play Elemental Hero Burstinatrix in attack mode.
Thank God it wasn't Avion. I actually feel privileged it wasn't Avion. It happens so often. You know what I mean?
Just what she's gonna do to
Like,
that
bro,
dragon.
enough with Avion.
Awesome! Jaden's just taking the lead! I activate my Masked Dragon special ability! You see, when this card is sent to the graveyard due to a battle, I can summon a Dragon-type monster with 1,500 or fewer attack points from my deck.
Nice.
And I have just the one.
Search
Go
cards
ahead and
always
see
good.
for
Fill out,
yourself.
you know,
Armed Dragon level 3!
mill out the deck, always cool. The Armed Dragons, let's go.
Yeah, and 3's the lowest.
Why, isn't that one of your school's top cards? Oh, Foster,
Yep.
you didn't.
I did what I had to do. I told you, Shepard. I want that prize, and I'm going to get it.
Oh, yeah?
What the fuck is this
Well,
prize?
If I have anything to say about it, you won't, my old
Hey,
friend.
bro, what?
Let's go, Jaden. Come on. Jaden it up. Jaden it up.
Yeah,
Admittedly,
sure.
it's kind of weird that he's
Anyway,
just
sweet
in the
card,
crowd
Chazz.
with the
I
North
can't
Academy
wait to see what that
students.
armed dragon card can do.
Dude,
Don't
look at
worry,
all those
you'll have a
copied
first row
students in the
seat.
background.
Till then, but now I'm throwing down a face down and ending my turn.
Great.
Copy,
Now I
paste,
can start
crowd.
ending you by sending one card to the graveyard. And sacrificing his level 3 form, I can summon Armed Dragon level 5 directly to the field.
Say what?
This
That's how level cards work.
Now then.
You don't get rid of them
Let's
quick,
go ahead
they
and
get big,
to it,
and they
shall
get
we?
very big.
Armed Dragon level 5, rise!
Really getting some Pokemon themes right now with this evolution, although with the appearance maybe it's more comparable to Digimon.
Careful, Jaden. By leveling up, Armed Dragon's power has substantially increased, and he was plenty powerful before.
Oh, man.
It was a weak 1200 point monster, bro,
Chazz,
shut up.
That thing's Hero Ring, and I'll equip it to Burstinatrix. Now monsters with 1,900 or more attack points can't attack.
Them's the breaks.
That doesn't matter.
You want breaks?
I know
I'll
the
give
armed
you
dragons
breaks,
well.
Jaden. You see, by discarding a monster to the grave, I can destroy a monster of yours whose attack points are equal or less than the one I tossed.
Wait,
Yeah.
so
If Flying
Yeah.
Kamakiri 1 goes to the graveyard,
Then Jaden's Burstinatrix will be in big-time trouble.
That's just how it is.
He has less attack points.
That's a really cool effect, though. Yeah, you wasted a trap
just
card,
a
you
special
idiot.
ability. Now, time for his direct attack.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ!
So that's Duel Academy.
He went fucking flying!
Come on. Get up.
Are we sure they're just holograms?
Thank you for your concern.
Are we sure they're just holograms?
nice shot.
This isn't even a shadow
Although,
game.
I gotta say, I think for the next TV broadcast,
Do you wanna go
I'd
to
like
the
arrange
emergency
have a
room?
stuntman.
I think you might need to go to the emergency room for a few
Placing
minutes.
one card face down and ending my turn.
So violent. Nice.
And when Bubble Man is summoned, if there are no other cards out on my field, like right now, I'm allowed to draw 2 more cards. And now I'll use one of them, Polymerization.
Oh, we're getting Tempest to be showing
Elemental
Avion.
Avion and Sparkman with Bubble Man to create. Wait for it.
Man, he had such a good move.
Tempest! Glider Strike.
Thanks for that. It lets me play my trap, Call of the Haunted.
Uh-oh. Not that
I
one.
mean, is that really a thank me kind of thing? Like, whatevs. You don't want to play that if you don't have to.
And I bet you can guess which one I'm gonna pick. I'm using Armed Dragon's special ability.
Same as always.
Despair from the dark from my hand to the graveyard.
Yep.
Since it has 2,800 attack
What a
points,
specific
your
card you
bird
had there.
To the pet cemetery. Now, Armed Dragon, destroy Hero Tempest with Shrapnel Blast.
I activate the spell Diffusion. Quick, diffuse, Tempest.
Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow, okay. So Tempest is just out. Did not stand a chance at all.
And now to take this duel to the next level, Jaden, to the highest level.
What?
It's time to upgrade
Ah.
my Armed Dragon level 5 to level 7.
Maybe I'm wrong then, maybe he doesn't have a level 10 mode. Maybe I'm thinking of another level card.
The ultimate and the all-powerful, the level 7 Armed Dragon.
I like how it doesn't even fit on the arena. Oh, that is beautiful.
So he's big. But
The thing's so big it literally can't even go on the arena.
That's strange. That monster wasn't in the suitcase I gave Chazz.
What?
Really? Yes, you didn't get him the best cards money could buy.
We're with you.
Where's
Come on,
Blackluster
everybody.
Soldier in Void at the beginning, huh? Where's that one?
How it really goes.
I gotta get me one of those. He's so cool. Trade for him?
No, I won't trade for him.
Nice.
What's wrong with you? You should be scared of him, not admiring him.
But how could I not? He's an incredible monster, and this has been an incredible duel. How can anyone not be
Oh my
excited?
god,
I mean,
dude!
this is
What
as
are you
good as it
doing?
gets. I'm stoked.
Oh, the
This is what
cringe!
duel is
The
all about.
cringe!
Thanks, Chazz.
I get it, he's giddy, but like, oh my god.
Jaden, you see, it takes discipline to win. You need to have a sense of duty. You need to have some kind of plan. And I have a plan. And I have a sense of duty. And that's why I'm going
No,
to
you're just following someone else's plan. You're a pawn, a tool, Mr. Chazz.
Anyone. You got that? Sonic Disc. Destroy.
Fucking bugs.
It's okay. You
That,
can still come
that was by
out.
far the most emotional we've ever seen Zane before. That was crazy.
Well, before Rottweiler goes belly up, his special ability gets to activate. One that lets me bring polymerization and an elemental hero to my hand.
As if it'll matter, you Duel Academy students.
What can he do with Basinatrix
This
now?
duel's over. Level 7 Armed Dragon. Attack Jaden directly with...
Oh, I guess he's got that one. I guess he's got that Clayman fusion thing. Yep. Even Crowler's like, no! That's lifeless like a slime! This definitely is living up to the hype right now, you know. You gotta laugh how a lot of Chazz's cards, and like his iconic ones, are always cards that kind of work in tandem with others, you know. Like, he's not a fusion duelist either, which is what gives Chazz a bit of a unique variety in this series, where a lot of the players do end up fusing. I guess it's really just a lot of the main characters that fuse, because Bastion doesn't fuse. But, you know, Cyrus, Chumley, Jaden, and Alexis and Zane, they all fuse. But I like how, you know, Chazz's cards are always ones that kind of build on top of another. You know, you don't need polymerization for it. You got the level cards here. He had the machine cards, you know, that combine, that kind of, I think it's technically contact fusing with the with the XYZ monsters. But, you know, they just build off of one another the longer they're on the field itself, which is why when it comes to, like, Chazz, he's a player you really have to kind of speed run, because otherwise, if you leave him too long, his monsters just get bigger without too much payout. So it is really cool to see that, you know, and the Armed Dragon cards are really fun as well. Their abilities are broken as fuck. You know, when you get Zane vouching for how insane the effects are, I think that's pretty good confirmation that, you know, you're fucked. But either way, really cool stuff. I'm liking what we're getting here. I'm liking, you know, the pressure Chazz is feeling from his brothers, how apparently world domination is their goal. They want to be like the biggest Saturday morning cartoon villains of all time with that, and apparently, like, you know, without even any of, like, the spirit energy, without, like, dual spirits or, you know, all that funny stuff, they're going for world domination just from the card game itself, you know. No Millennium items needed or anything. That's just funny. They are literally, like, the biggest Saturday morning cartoon villains in Yu-Gi-Oh! That I think I have ever seen, and that is really funny. But seeing the pressure Chazz has to actually be good for them is interesting. And it was hinted at, I believe, in his final match before he left the academy. But yeah, really fun stuff right now. They're building up this prize apparently that, like, that Foster and oh god, what is the Duel Academy Chancellor's name? Shepard. They're building up this prize they have. Like, they have a bet every year, which is interesting. That's kind of funny. But yeah, either way, you know, this is a much longer match than the previous ones Chazz had with Jaden, which is cool. And, you know, I'm really excited. So let's go on with episode 26. We are now reaching the halfway point in Season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. That is very exciting. So yeah, let's do it. Boost!
Go, Dragon Talon Terror! Not so fast there, Chazz. I played a trap. Hero Spirit.
That's a new one.
What the? Why didn't my attack go through?
Didn't you know, Chazz? When Hero Spirit's out, if a hero's destroyed, all damage goes to 0. Zilch, zip, nada.
Congratulations,
right.
You can use a thesaurus.
I summon Wing Karibo in defense mode.
The card that beat you last time.
That'll do for now.
Why'd you bring him out, Jaden? You planning to dust around here or something?
Literally beat you with that thing.
What? Did I hurt his little feelings? It's okay.
Yeah.
Boss. I mean, those furballs give me the creeps.
So we can see a Wing Karibo as well.
Where do these monsters come from? So weird. Get lost.
So, Chazz, who's your little friend?
Okay, so they can just see any dual spirit then.
Just a figment of your imagination. Nothing to see here. No dual spirits at all. Leave me alone. Now, back
He really accepted the concept of dual spirits right away, didn't he? But to be fair, everyone who sees them kind of just accepts it. It is interesting because the dual spirits here are a lot more direct than they were in Duel Monsters, where they actually regularly communicate with the users.
Armed Dragon's special ability. Because Karibo's would cancel it out. The turn in which he's destroyed, Jaden takes no damage.
I don't think that applies to the IRL effect, but yeah, obviously anime shenanigans. Plot convenience, the card.
2 additional cards from my deck to my Here, see for yourself.
What was that?
Go, Special Hurricane. What the? That's right. By discarding 1 card from my hand, I can use this spell card and destroy any monster on the field that was special summoned.
That's a pretty good counter.
So delicious. Totally what I'd have done. You know, if I had those cards.
And
if Jaden were walking me through it step by step.
Maybe he should hold your hand as well.
Nice. I like how all the groups compress together like that in the crowd, especially with Zane there.
You got it, son. For some heartbreak. Actually, that doesn't make any sense. Just attack.
Wow. Yeah, not good at one-liners. They're holograms, right? They're holograms, right?
The prize is so mine.
You sure?
All, looks like your boy's down for the count.
I summon the Armed Dragon level 3.
I think. Don't you need level up to like do anything with that though?
I have to win this. I can't let my brothers down.
He's gonna fucking smoke you if you don't get that.
Ours for the taking. You need to become Duel Monster's best.
I'm trying.
There is so much talking to themselves in this match.
Hello, Earth to Chazz.
Thanks for that. Now I can play my trap. It's called the Grave of Enkindling. And since a monster was destroyed in battle, it lets us both take a monster from our graveyard and summon it to the field in defense mode. And I choose
That's not
another
good.
armed dragon, and he's level 5.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
I bring back Hero Kid from the graveyard.
What the fuck is Hero Kid? That's a new one. It's not even an elemental hero.
Because when Hero Kid is special summoned, just like he was by that Grave of Enkindling, well then, Chazz, I get to call out every other Hero Kid that I have in my deck.
Very random, just new cards he's playing.
Card level up.
Yeah, there we go. I was talking about level up.
What's level up do?
Wow, guess it's true. Those who can't duel teach.
Head of the
What it
academy,
does
guys.
is let me level up a monster.
Head of the academy and couldn't figure that out.
Armed Dragon, now level 7.
Chazz it up! Loki, I kind of want Chazz to win this one, I can't lie. I really do. He really has earned it, to be honest.
Listen up. I got my game on.
Oh my god, he said the thing.
Yours off.
He said the thing.
Dragon Driller. And now Arm Changer's effect activates. See, when he takes down a monster in battle, it lets me bring a monster back from my grave to my hand. Just so long as it doesn't have more attack points than the monster it destroyed.
Cool,
And I
so
think
level
that I'll
3.
bring back
No,
Masked
Masked Dragon.
But he won't be around for long because now I'm going to use Arm Dragon level 7 special ability.
Oh man, this should be
Yep.
good.
This is just going round and round.
The graveyard and then crush any beast.
I like how much of a problem this effect is. He is abusing that thing every turn.
Trounce those triplets.
It's really going into, like... It's really going into the problem of how insane some monsters' effects can be. And they literally can run an entire game on their own.
Grounded up. Tell you what.
Like, a lot of games can just be trying to get through one monster.
Promise not to embarrass you.
With polymerization and burstinatrix,
Oh, we're gonna get Skyscraper, I assume. I was thinking for a second, like, what the hell's that meant to do?
So, he doesn't stand a chance against my monster.
because I'm inviting my 3 Hero Kids to come back out and play.
Oh?
To play?
Yeah.
What?
With your points, I play Miracle Kids. Here's how it works. For every Hero Kid I've got in the grave, your armed dragon loses 400 attack points.
400,
And since
damn.
I have 3, armed dragon's attack points decrease by 1,200.
Nice.
Ah, Chazz is gonna lose. Cut the transmission, cut it right now.
Wow. That's pathetic.
All right, Jaden just took out the armed dragon with just 1 attack.
And the assault's not over yet, Cyrus.
Wait a minute.
All right, Jaden just took
Wait,
out
wait. Let me look at his cards again. Okay, wait. Okay, am I doing the math wrong here? He started with 2,800 life points. He had 1,600 now, so, you know, 21 minus 16 gives you... It gives you 500 life points. He would lose 16 from the dragon, so he should only lose 2,100 this turn, no? What? Why did he lose... What? Why did he lose 1,200 there? Did I just miss something? Why did he lose 1,200 there? He should have... Like, there's a 500 point difference between these two, isn't there? Am I going crazy?
All right, Jaden just took out the armed dragon with just 1 attack.
Take damage equal to his
I
destroyed monster's attack points. 1,600.
Did I just miss something? I swear I just missed something. Why did he lose so many points? Maybe they got the count wrong in the last moment there, and it actually was meant to be 21.
No brother of ours anymore.
Just give me another chance.
Another chance? Do you know how much we spent on this duel?
I don't know. I might be going crazy there, but I don't think that worked at all like that.
I thought I could win this by myself.
Yourself?
Jesus Christ, guys! You're in a public spot right now.
Huh? Yeah, sure he lost. But how could he not with you two jerks breathing down his neck?
Two jerks? Do you have any idea who we are? We could have you crushed, kid.
Try it.
Oh my! They could have Jaden crushed. Maybe these two aren't so bad after all.
Why defend Chazz anyhow?
Fucking Crowler.
Disowned by us.
Love him.
And by the whole world. He got schooled.
You just publicly disowned him as well. Like, fuck you.
Worst of all, he got beat.
Wrong. There's one fight he did win. The fight against you two.
Hi, Alexis.
Sure, Chazz may not have won the duel, but hey, at least he fought it on his own terms. Tight duel, Chazz. And I know it's cheesy, but I think the truth of it is, we both won here.
You're just saying that.
Huh?
I mean, come on. Nobody else believes that.
Dude, I don't care what you say. Obelisk Blues would not cheer for him. They're the biggest cunts in the entire show. That would not happen.
I don't have time for this garbage.
Nice.
Now don't forget to write.
Jaden, I'm not going back. Look, guys, I don't belong with you.
Then where do you belong?
Right here. Duel Academy was always my home.
But you're our best duelist, Chazz. You sure?
I am.
Best player who couldn't even beat a Slifer.
Well, Chazz, you were one of the best students we had.
Have your attention, please. And now, to present the
Hi.
prize in this year's match between North Academy and
Yeah,
our
what?
esteemed university, I give you the most
What the hell was this?
Miss Duel Academy!
Sounds hot.
Jay, be my wingman, okay?
Alexis?
Dorothy's Miss Duel Academy?
Oh, wow. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my.
A kiss? That's the big prize you two were
Oh, my. Oh, you dirty old perverts.
That's a chick?
That's a chick! Chazz! You savage! You fucking savage! That was the line of the set. Oh my god.
Technically a new student, and therefore must start from the bottom at Slifer Red.
Slifer?
Yes,
You quit because you didn't want to be a raw.
for a blazer as soon as we get back to the dorm.
And now you're a Slifer slacker. Yes, 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 yes.
You guys got that?
You can be Cyrus's roommate.
Cockroaches count?
What?
The dorm's got a few. And some rats.
Rats?
Oh boy. Yeah, nice try, bro. But yeah, just we're not even gonna address that other than Chazz's absolute savage as fuck line. That's a chick. Apparently so. Apparently so. Oh my god. So that was episode 26 and the final conclusion to Chazz's like arc now, obviously. The whole cycle has happened now between being at the top, between being, you know, the absolute prissy bitch that he was at the start of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Now he's at the bottom with everyone else at the Slifer dorm and thus is now a main character. I really like it though, because you can really see how much he's already developed at this point. You know, clearly the events of episode of Bastion's match, I think that was 12, really had an impact on him. You know, it seems like between losing against two different people of the lower dorms, he really did start to get humbled, and you know, it kind of took his ego down. His ego was pretty insane prior to that event. You know, really had it out for Slifer's, very prejudiced against anyone outside of his dorm. You know, and now he's at a point where he's lost all of his peers. Everyone from the blue dorm kind of just doesn't associate with him at all anymore. The respect that he got from North Academy seems to have actually humbled him a little bit, rather than just upping his ego even more, which is good to see. And in general, you know, Chazz does seem to be a much more rounded individual now, who can actually, you know, still a bit of a prick, because that's always going to be part of Chazz's character, but he has more respect in him now for people in general, and less about the color or the rank anymore. You know, I mean, his episode about, you know, entering North Academy kind of gave him the idea, you know, like, cards are just cards, you know, it depends what you use them for and how you use them that really matters. And it seems like that kind of gave him, you know, more respect as both a player and of a competitor in general, since, you know, don't underestimate other people's decks at this point, which is really nice to see, you know. And yeah, I'm really excited for it, because I know, you know, from memory, Chazz didn't spend too much time as an Obelisk Blue whatsoever. I mostly knew him for having the brown jacket. I didn't remember it was a North Academy jacket though, so he just walks around, I guess, in Duel Academy with a North Academy jacket. Well, I don't know how he's allowed to do that. I guess it's not that deep. But yeah, it was really fun to see, you know, the whole thing of his brothers. I mean, it's pretty clear that's going to come up again at some point later on down the road, because like they're going for like world domination. Like, you could honestly, unironically, you could give them like an arc to themselves, you know, about this nonsense, and genuinely I don't think it would even be like that out of place. You know, I don't feel like it would be out of the realm of Yu-Gi-Oh silliness to actually do that. But yeah, overall, it was a really fun duel. I'm a big fan of Chazz's new deck. The Armed Dragons are really fun. It seems to be a very, very competent deck. You know, it was literally by the slimmest of chances that Jaden even won this match. Even though, again, I don't really think he won. Like I said, I'm either, like, misremembering, or they messed up the count at the end there, right? Because I'm thinking, like, Armed Dragon had 2,800 points. They knocked down 1,200 to 1,600. And, you know, the difference between Wingman and the Dragon is 500 by that point. And he loses 16 for the effect. That's a full 2,100. But he should still have 700 points left. Because the count said he had 28 to start with. Unless the count was wrong. Like, if the count was wrong, fair enough. That's a little error. But, like, I feel like they really just fucked up. This is, like, the biggest glaring issue of the match. I feel like they just fucked up the life point counter there. But either way, you know, it's really fun to see. Now we'll finally get Chazz in the, you know, as a main character going forward, and I'm really excited to see that. So this was, like, the first kind of, like, pseudo-ish, I guess, arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, Crowler does seem to be out of the phase of, like, trying to expel Jaden now, which is cool. But this was, like, an overarching kind of thing that we did in a very short amount of time. You know, the duel, the school duel, the, like, North Academy vs. Duel Academy arc, I would say, is what these kind of episodes condensed into. And it was really cool to see, you know, because we got two very fun duels out of it from characters that we know and established, and had a lot of fun. We had some very silly episodes, like, in the middle of them, too, in fact, but I still really enjoyed that. And yeah, we now mark the halfway point in Season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. You know, we got 52 episodes here, which is cool. And we're past 26 now, so that's really fun to see. But yeah, so guys, that's going to do it for this set of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Hope you've enjoyed, and I shall see you guys next time.